Standing tall on the wings of my dreams. Standing tall. I already made this joke already. I'm not going to do it again. Hello there, everybody, and welcome to part 25 of Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Last time, we saved the world. So today, we're going to do some things around Waddle Dee Town today. Because, of course, just because the Kirby game's over doesn't mean it's actually over. First and most importantly, go talk to this Waddle Dee. Hey, Kirby, it's been a while, hasn't it? I didn't get to say it before, so thanks for saving King Dedede. Speaking of, he seems to really like this town. He's been resting to help himself heal. Actually, we have something to give you. It's a blueprint from King Dedede. A gift from the king. What's an honor? The Mast Hammer blueprint. We get to be Mast Dedede. This is the best Kirby game ever made. Yes, we actually get to be Mast Dedede in a sense. Well, in a sense, meaning that, well, clearly, as you saw from, you know, the you heard from the fanfare when we powered up Hammer to Wild Hammer, we weren't exactly done upgrading Hammer to its fullest potential yet. Guess what, Kirby? I found a way to make your copy abilities even more powerful. I just need a few rare stones to raise your attack power. I call this process Ability Power Up. I'm ready to power up your abilities whenever you are. Pick a favorite and we'll try it out. When you power up an ability, a plus will be added to show that its attack power has been increased. Use that extra attack power to beat some hard bosses. So, not only do we have the ability now to upgrade our hammer to its fullest potential, but look at this thing. Look at this thing. I kind of wish that it was like the old design for Mask Dedede, like he has like the big metal mask and everything, but this one is still cool though, in a sense. This works for this game. So now that you have two hammers, your rapid fire will be even more upgraded than it ever was before. Plus, you get to some of those fire tornadoes. That'll do some extra chip damage too. When you jump up in the air and then hold the attack button, you can unleash fire tornadoes just like this. And of course, when you charge up your hammer flip, it'll be at its most powerful, even though the attack delay will still be there. So yeah, this ability is freaking neat. It's so good, dude. It's so good. And you actually have the ability to upgrade your abilities even further. So we need, for example, for Meta Knight Sword, we need 1,000 coins and 2 rare stones. So that's going to be a little bit of an issue. Mr. Sandbag is in the next room. You can practice your moves on here. Yeah. Nice one. Yeah, let's keep this. Okay, so, yeah, we don't really have any, coin to spend. Well, you know what that means. Oh, wait, hold on. What do you want, Mr. Evelyn? What do you want? When I severed the connection between our two worlds, I used up all of my power. I blacked out. But Claraline found me. She kept me alive. That's how I was able to see you again, Kirby. So if she needs help, then I volunteer. Well, not really, because someone is mowing the frickin' lawn outside. Frick! Gosh, I love lawn mowing a lot. Okay, I'm gonna have to talk like a little bit louder than I normally would, but that's okay. Just to clear out the noise that the microphone is making, or just to get rid of the background noise, really, until that dude is done mowing the lawn. So we don't have any coins for like literally anything. So what would be the point? Well, the point being, why did we even get this Mast Hammer ability in the first place? That's simple. Because there's something new at the Coliseum that we can now do. We can now participate in the Ultimate Cup. Challenging battles with ferocious bosses await you. So, for every time we get a victory in the Ultimate Cup, get 1,500 coins, a rare stone, and, for your first time award, a figure of a very familiar enemy that we just faced. So it's gonna be intense in there, so let's get going! The Ultimate Cup, baby, the Ultimate! So, if you've never played a Kirby game before, this is basically the arena mode. I know we technically already had an arena mode already with the Meta Knight Cup, but that's not the real thing that we want to focus on here today. The thing that we want to focus on today is this is the actual arena mode, where you get to fight various bosses in a row, with the exception of the last few bosses, all in a random order. So for you, you might not get King Dedede first, but you know, it's randomized every time except for the last few fights. You know what I actually really liked in our first fight against him? I like the fact that King Dedede's roar actually synced up with the music. It's so good. Like, I couldn't actually believe it. I couldn't actually believe it when that thing synced up to that. That was when I edited in the music to make it seem louder than it actually is, because I wanted you to hear King Dedede sing so badly. It was so good. So, Mast Hammer is kind of busted. This actually makes really quick work of bosses in the arena because they're just, you know, their defenses are just way too low. Like, with one easy hammer flip, I got Claraline down to phase 2. Or Claraline or whatever. I don't even care how it's pronounced anymore. It's fine. I boop her on the head. I boop her on the head to show my dominance. As always with the arena, you get a waiting room for in between each and every fight. You have 6 Maximum Tomatoes if you need them. And, of course, you got commentator Waddle Dee coming in with his own commentary. The crowd can't contain his excitement. I can't even contain my own. Go get him, Kirby. This man is doing his job and doing his job right. Now, if you really want to make easy, quick work with these arena fights, I would highly suggest that you get yourself an attack boost. The lawnmower has ceased. How long can Kirby keep up this victory streak? The crowd is hyped to find out. Well, pretty easily for me, because for me, this mode for me is another Tuesday. I speedrun Kirby games that I really like, but only in the arena mode, because that is just how I roll. Like doing all sorts of crazy stuff like that, mainly with Hammer. And probably in Robobot's case, Ice would probably be a good ability to speedrun with that with, but cool. All right, so no. Yeah, buddy. All right, so we got Phantom. Oh, no. The Phantom Ganon, yeah, Phantom Ganon. Meta Knight here. With this time, well, you can basically just either get Meta Knight or face Meta Knight with or without sword. It doesn't really matter. You can choose to go to fight Meta Knight with the sword or without it. All right, avoid the rocks. I'm going to hammer flip this dude. I said I was going to hammer flip this dude, but I'm not. Clearly. See, that does like so much damage. That's just like way too much damage to be allowed. And I love it. And that's good. It's so good. But now to fully demonstrate more how this is absolutely busted. The mini bosses can be taken out in one hit. Keep in mind, I haven't powered this thing up. Just so long as you're close to the mini boss, then you're just fine. You can literally just one-shot them with one hammer flip. It's easy. It's sauce. It's so much sauce. All right, Wild Frosty. Man, I didn't take it in one shot, but that's okay. That's fine. All right, can I get this guy with one shot? Yes, I can, because I was close enough. The hammer flip is still in short range, so definitely be close up to them. Yeah, be careful of that. But, ooh. Nah. Nah, I'm not gonna go deep sleep and then go into Blizzard Ice. It's all fine. Okay, so when dealing with Silly Dillo in the first location, you can technically chip off more of his HPs if you need to. Or rather, yeah, you can chip off the HPs if you need to. That'll only do like chip damage at that point. You can still technically damage bosses in this manner, but it'll just do chip damage rather than just regular damage. That's only during their transitional period between, you know, phases. So there you go. Silly Dillo is le dead. And now we move on to what is considered the last four. Your final four opponents in the arena are always going to be, well, in this particular case, they're always going to be Forgo Dedede, Leongar, Fecto Forgo, and then Fecto Elphalus. So it's always going to be in this fixed order. Everything else is randomized. Speaking of Forgo Dedede, let me tell you something. I had to do 4 takes. 4 takes of this whole boss fight initially. Because I wanted to save all the Waddle Dees all in one go. And basically, if I got hit, the run was dead. Yeah, so I had to keep on restarting the stage or restarting the fight over and over and over again until I eventually got it. Thankfully, it didn't take me long. But, dude, Forgo Dedede is kind of hard to do, like, 100% even for me. Especially given the fact that I wanted to do it all in one take. It's just like, holy crap, dude. Dude. All right. Ah, God. Thank you, Leongar. Thank you. Yes, sir. Now, here's a fun fact about Leongar here. Fun fact. He is voiced by Kenta Miyake, I think it is. I don't know. I'll put it on screen. You may have come across that voice actor in anime before. Because he is responsible for voicing several different Pokemon in the Pokemon anime, as well as voicing All Might from My Hero Academia. So, yeah, that's a bit of a fun fact that I was surprised to learn. Like, I recognize that name in the credits, like Kenta Miyake, I think. Again, I will put something up if I'm completely wrong on how to say that name, but you know, like, that was really cool. That was really cool to learn, actually. Probably like the first time a high-profile voice was actually in like anything related to Kirby, because Mostly it's just like 1 or 2 people, mainly Kirby's voice actress, Makiko Omoto, usually doing like most of the voices. But in this case, that's not really necessarily the case here today. In Forgotten Land, at least. Seriously, Fecto Forgo is so, like, genuinely creepy. Like, genuinely, like, one of the creepiest things in Kirby. Like, maybe even the most creepy ever, because in Kirby games, there's always some sort of creepy element in Kirby with their final battles. But, like, Fecto Forgo might just be the creepiest one, or generally the most terrifying one in existence, really. Just, it's the way that it's just an amalgamation of all the Beast Packs, all the Beast Pack members. It's just like, oh god. And we didn't even technically touch on the fact that people actually theorized when this game was being hyped up that Elfilin and Specimen ID F86 would be like related in some way. Many people often suspected that, you know, that Elfilin might be evil or part of an evil thing. But they're half right. Elfilin's not evil. He's just a piece of Fecto Elfilis, aka Specimen ID F86. So, what exactly is the deal with ID F86? We're gonna learn that later as we go along, but seriously, this battle is basically a cheese. You don't even need to do all of that extra stuff where you suck out Elfilin with Malfo mode and then do the truck segment. All you need to do is just to beat the ever-loving crap out of Elfilis, and then there you go. Wow, our beloved Kirby Pink Puffball is the last fighter standing. Kirby wins! Yep. That is the arena mode. Very easily won with Masked Hammer Kirby. For our rewards, we get 1,500 star coins, a rare stone, and for our first time completing Ultimate Cup, we get a special figure that is what we just fought. The ultimate life form, Shadow the Hedgehog. The Elfilin we first met was born from a small, compassionate soul that hid behind greater, invasive ambitions. Without a soul to temper its power, the creature's spatial teleportation ability ran amok, opening mysterious vortices left and right. Now that they're whole again, they're already planning their next invasion. Ooh. Well, that's the basic gist of what Fecto Elfilis is anyway. That didn't really answer like a big question as to what the heck it even is to begin with. Well, that's where Volume 4 comes in, because Volume 4 of the figures is all about those really special characters. Including Buzzsaw Cutter Kirby. Who would have figured? And this thing, oh my god. The invading species, alone and incomplete without Elfilin, was trapped in the eternal capsule. Their only refuge was the realm of their dreams. Those dreams spread powerful waves of psychic energy all over the world, slowly taking control of the animals they reached. Escape would require more energy. Ah. So, we basically understand how Leongar was able to go crazy, absolutely. Bandana, Waddle Dee, and Elfilin have joined Kirby's victory dance. Kirby's dancing is cute and carefree, but his singing voice is super powerful. Let's all sing along with him the next time. Woohoo! Great job, Kirby! How can we sing along if there's no Mike Kirby in this game at all? The lava form of Fecto Forgo. When IDF-86 arrived, it began attacking all the native wildlife. The creature was captured soon after and turned into a test subject. The native inhabitants used it to create tech beyond their wildest dreams. They eventually used that tech to leave the planet altogether, but IDF-86 remained, forgotten, and fractured. Kirby games, everyone! For all the lore, for all the crazy, deep, insanely creepy, freaking scary lore is at the end. Big Rig Mouth Kirby. To save two worlds, Kirby's final mouthful must be his biggest. Well, that's a flat out lie considering. That looks like a lot to handle, but he seems totally fine somehow. Go, Kirby! Carry your and Effelin's combined hope for the future. Race to the sky and deliver the final blow! Again, that's the absolutely most insane Kirby finale I think I've ever seen and experienced. Ever. Of all time. Alright, so let's see what we got for Volume 3, because we need the Volume 3s. Cup of coffee. Speakers. Meta Knight. Like, duh. Speed boost. Loaf of French bread. Handmade Alphalin. Blueprint. And Pacto. Of course, mate. Of course. And we got a few Volume 4s. Some of these are random, but the vast majority of them are indeed, special. So, yeah, be wary of that. At Redgar Forbidden Lands, because we unlocked Mast Hammer Kirby, we now have a new treasure road that's here. But, with the case of Redgar Forbidden Lands, you can either experience the crazy, crazy finale from the beginning, or you can just go right up here to Lab Discovera. Kirby, I'm scared, but we can't stop now. We have to keep going. Yeah, because as it turns out, Lab Discovera is like right up here at the top. In this cracked dome, like, Jesus. And yeah, that's basically the acronym that we got that I showed you at the last video. New World is the acronym, which shouldn't be surprising. But still, it carries on the Kirby tradition of you know, them doing like some sort of crazy acronym that has to do with the main theme of the game. So for our last bit today, we're going to go to the Mast Hammer treasure room and see what this ability truly is all about, even though we already got a good taste of what that ability actually is, which is just hammer, but on crack. Seriously, this thing is like so good. Really good. Like literally one hammer flip can literally just do that. I keep saying literally a lot, but I don't care. Get him. Yes. Yeah, and also like one hit from Mast Hammer can just completely destroy enemies just like that. It's almost crazy how busted some of these powered up abilities can actually really be. And Mast Hammer is no different. Okay. So, I'm going to use the fire tornadoes here, or the fire twisters here. Just to show you that you can deal with enemies out of range. I don't really use this ability except if I'm doing chip damage for bosses, but I think it's cool. You know, this thing is cool. All right. Deal with you in one shot. Or rather, that's just the arena, because many bosses' defenses are actually weaker in the arena. Or in the Coliseum, rather. But we all know it's the arena. It's like, don't lie. That was the arena. I don't know if I got the target time, but that's okay. That's okay. Oh, and one final note on powered up abilities. You only need, for 100% completion, you only need to evolve abilities. You don't necessarily need the attack boost to get 100% completion, but it is nice to have. All right, so with that all said, I gotta grind up some coins. because, well, let's face it. I need to. This is required for 100% completion, by the way. E2. Because the Waddle Live corner stage is our last bit for today. Because this is our glorified sound test mode. So you can listen to all the cool tracks from the game. And the Waddle Dees are actually freaking capable of producing orchestral arrangements, orchestral songs from their guitars, and obviously rock band instruments, because of course. And better yet, you can just let them play. You can exit out of this thing and just have badass songs like Dedede's theme just actually play in the background. See, Kirby's just banging his head. I'm so glad we were able to see Elfilin again. He really had us worried for a moment. Oh, is it here? Okay. Elfilin's power seems to have opened a stable connection between this world and planet Bopstar. This just became our home away from home. Now we can keep on adventuring here without any worries. I mean, of course it will be forgotten in the next game anyway, but that's okay. Unless, of course, Kirby and the Forgotten Land 2 is a thing. Anyway, I am definitely going to grind up on coins. I don't know. I don't have anything. Yeah, I don't really know why I paused right there to like say anything. Yeah. Basically, I'm going to need to grind up coins because I need all those figures. I really need all those figures. So, next time on Kirby and the Forgotten Land, now that we've taken care of all of the side things except for this minor thing, we're going to head up here to the observation tower because apparently Claraline needs, or Claraline, I don't know how to pronounce it. This game doesn't have any voice acting. It's fine. We're going to see what the thick tiger lady wants. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.